Hi, I'm Chris with U-Haul. Today we're going to review the U-Haul hanging style bike rack for 4. Now, this bike rack is easy to use and it's a reliable way to secure your bikes on your next adventure with friends or family. Now let's take a look at how to put it together and some of its features. We will begin this installation by placing the mounting shank into the receiver of the vehicle, which is where we will also call out the first feature, an included adapter, so it can be used with 1.25" and 2" receivers. The adapter simply slides into place when you need it for a 2" receiver. Place the mounting shank in the receiver and secure it with the provided locking receiver pin. It can be threaded from either side of the vehicle. Use the provided wrench to tighten it into place. Lift up slightly on the shank as you tighten the receiver pin fully. Snugly, but do not over tighten it. Now place the locking cylinder on the receiver pin. Place it into the lock position, of course, and secure it with the cover. We're now ready to mount the base to the shank. First, open up your through pin so that you can place the base into the shank and hold them together with the through pin. Bring the safety bar around and lock it onto the through pin. There are 2 metal flat washers and 2 plastic flat washers. The metal flat washers go to the outside, and our 2 plastic flat washers are going to pass between the mounting shank and the base. Pass the bolt through, wiggle it into position with the flat washer. Repeat for the second flat washer. You may need to use a flathead screwdriver to help you get it in there by widening the space and continuing through with the bolt. Put on your final metal flat washer and secure it with the nut. You can now use the one provided tool and an additional 19mm tool you will need to provide to tighten this hardware down. Ensure that the bolt just breaches past the nylon inside the nylock nut, but that you still retain movement to tilt the bike rack away for cargo access. Your second through pin, it is used to lock the arms in the stowed position as well as the use position. Always lock the safety bar. You can now install the provided bike rack support strap. There is a cam buckle and a looped end that go on the bike rack. Loop it around the bike rack and back through itself, taking out the slack so it doesn't touch the vehicle. The hooked end of the strap passes between the trunk or cargo hatch and the vehicle body. Let's take a look. The hook will fit in some vehicles without the cargo hatch open, but on some models, you may need to open the hatch or the trunk slightly to make this fit. If you have to open the hatch to make this hook fit, be very careful when you close the hatch and ensure it does not create any damage and has enough play but doesn't come out. You can now pass the strap through the cam buckle, depress the buckle's tab to open it up and pass the strap through. Cam buckles do not need to be open to tighten, only to loosen, so you'll be able to pull the slack out of the strap as well as the bike rack. Once the strap is secure, we'll use this Velcro strap to secure it down. You just simply fold it and create an accordion. Find the hard plastic hook end and begin wrapping, starting from the soft end around, and secure your strap. The bars on the through pins are very snug. You can use the provided tool to help release them. The bike rack arms can be stored for when the bike rack is not in use. With your safety strap unhooked, the bike rack can be tilted away to access the cargo area. Again, with our lower through pin. You're now ready to begin loading bikes, or we can call out the next feature of this rack. The cradles are adjustable in case you have fatter seats or specialty handlebars or something that keeps the next bike from fitting very well. Let's go ahead and slide these back for bike number 1. Open up all your straps. Hanging style bike racks are designed for straight frame bikes. However, not all bikes are created equal. U-Haul has you covered with an additional accessory that you could purchase that can take a bike with a non-straight frame and allow it to be hung in your hanging style bike rack. You can now strap the bike down. Be sure to seat the strap buckle into its provided spot. Pass the strap through. And we're then going to pull it very snugly and bring these rubber clamps down on the bike frame, or in this case, adapter. You always want to get the down tube of the seat as close to the cradle as possible. Because of the bike frame adapter, this is as close as we could get. However, our remaining bikes will have a down tube snug against the cradle. You can now repeat these steps for each additional bike, ensuring you rotate the seats and handlebars opposite each other for each bike. With the rack fully loaded, we're now ready for our adventure. You may discover that you cannot see your license plate, perhaps you cannot see your indicators, or you feel like you want to secure the bikes to the rack with a lock. There are auxiliary indicator lights you can purchase to install and plug into your tow harness. As well, U-Haul has bike locks that you can purchase to lock the bikes to the rack, and as well, an illuminated license plate holder to keep you safe and legal. That concludes our review of the U-Haul hanging style bike rack for 4. Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to see you on the trails. This bike rack weighs 25 pounds, holds 4 bikes with a total capacity of 120 pounds. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.